Let's first welcome to the ring, Mark the Bullhammer Butler.
Well, a very warm welcome to ringside here at the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester. A fantastic arena it is for boxing too. And here comes Mark Butler from Brighton. He kicked off his career with a couple of wins back in 2019, but he's been on the road since. And I gotta say, he's been in there with some good lads over the last few years, including Nelson Birchall, Billy Adams, Reece McMillan, who will be boxing on this card tonight, and many others. He's a tricky fighter, and he certainly knows his way around the boxing ring.
And now let's welcome to the ring, Jermaine, God's Plan, Dhliwayo.
What a song to come out to in Manchester. And this is Jermaine Dhliwayo, who will eventually make an appearance onto the ramp. If you haven't seen him before, he is Derek Chisora's nephew, and he fights in a very similar fashion. Head down, chin to his chest, and he goes for it. But he's also a good amateur in his day, won the Haringey Box Cup, and I know a part of our commentary team has been there for one of his amateur fights, which we'll speak about in a minute. And I am joined by Owen Lavin and Liam Cameron. But I haven't got any fighter coming down the ramp yet, chaps.
He's taking his time. He's taking his time. I done this in my last fight. Where was it? Birmingham. He was saying I was taking a while coming out, but he's enjoying it.
But I tell you what, in terms of ring entrance music, when you're fighting in Manchester, this is a cracker to come out to.
It's quality, especially on the big occasion of him being on Derek's big last fight in the UK. He's going to enjoy it.
Is he the man?
He's a kid I do, so he's actually a stablemate. He's 258, the same as myself. But he's a kid. He's got here because of his name and his relation. But I've seen him out in one of his last fights, and he can fight. He's not relying on the name, he can back it up. So it's interesting to see how he handles the pressure tonight.
No, he absolutely can, and I saw after his debut, it wasn't long after that he was back. I think he's an apprentice on some sort of building trade, and it's called the life of an up-and-coming boxer, eh? But anyway, he's made his way to the ring, and Thomas Triver is posed and ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Co-op Live in Manchester, England, for a great night of professional boxing. We get things started with 4 rounds scheduled in the super featherweight division. It is being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors. Redox Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, and Beauty Vet. Our timekeeper is Chris O'Connor, and when the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Mark Lyson. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing a white with black and gold, and weighed in officially at 9 stone, 4 pounds, 1 ounce. Hailing from Brighton, England, he has 18 professional bouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark the Bullhammer Butler. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing silver with white and weighed in officially at 9 stone, 3 pounds, 1 ounce. Hailing from London, England, he is undefeated with 4 wins. 1 of his 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jermaine, God's Plan, Dhliwayo.
the rules. You should obey my commands. Tell you to break clean, defend yourself at all times, boys. Just good.
Well, here we go then, the first bout of the evening, in this very special evening, Derek Chisora's last dance in the UK anyway. And who better to kick it off than his nephew, Jermaine Dhliwayo, who is in the grey and white Union Jack shorts with the white socks and boots. And in the opposite corner is Mark Butler, one of those experienced fighters on the road who, as I said in the intro, knows his way around a boxing ring. I've seen him multiple times. He knows every single trick in the book, and he will be doing his best tonight, guys, to make Jermaine's life as difficult as he possibly can be, won't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a tough man. Straight away, you can see he's clever where his foot is, especially boxing the southpaws, keeping it on the outside.
Good backhand there. His southpaw, he's got it off to a tee, hasn't he?
Dhliwayo boxing out of that southpaw stance, as Liam Cameron just pointed out. Really nice straight left hand, straight down the middle.
The guy's having a good though. He's not come here to lay down. I actually watched him in senior ABAs and he was one of the standouts for me. I think he got a count. He come back and he stopped the kid, and I couldn't believe it how he come back. So he's going to be a really good talent.
Good shot.
I've got to say, this is the 5th fight for Dhliwayo. Good body work there, and he's certainly starting to look a lot more relaxed and composed in the early part of his fights as they go on. But I guess that's just experience, isn't it? I suppose when you're really early on, it's just the adrenaline gets the better of you and you really want to put on a show.
Good shot again.
That straight left hand's working really nicely for him.
I like his stance. I like the way he holds himself as a southpaw. He's keeping that lead hand busy, keeping him guessing.
Like you say, it'll just be a blur for him at minute, because like it's massive in it, Manchester Stadium, and like he's on this show, so
he's picking some lovely shots though. I think he's starting really well.
His face is reddening up as well. I can see his left eye on the opponent.
I think the corner will tell him go to the body a little bit more now. The opponent, he's keeping busy in the fight.
Yeah, I'm going to say Butler's doing a good job of trying to hold the centre of that ring, isn't he? He's certainly not just being on the back foot, but a good flurry of punches there from Dhliwayo.
I'm sure he had Buddy McGurk in his corner as well.
I see him standing looking in there,
We were at our gym last week. I was sparring Callum Smith, so he's a good guy.
This one scheduled for 4. So much learning done in these 4-rounders at the start of fighters' careers. And like you said, Liam, it will be just a bit of a blur, but what memories and moments to look back on.
Oh yeah, you'll never forget these moments.
Definitely.
I think he's just warmed up into it. I think as the rounds go on, he will put it on the gas.
Definitely. I think it'll be an exciting fight to watch as the rounds go up, as he gets to, if he keeps that engine. I think he had a really good first round there, but a 4-rounder, I think once he gets to 6 rounds, that style is going to really stand to him.
Well, Butler's certainly not come here to just roll over, is he? He is trying to take the centre of the ring. He's putting his shots together himself. He looks like a strong lad and all, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. He's having a good swing back in it. Like, he's got to be careful in a sense. So, but that will bring the best out of Jermaine, to be fair. As the rounds go on, he's going to step it up a bit. Yeah. I can see a bit of a stoppage coming on, to be fair, with the reddening of the face and stuff.
I think when he really lets his hands go and steps up, goes through them gears, he's going to put him in pressure, he's going to put him under trouble.
Well, the shot which Dhliwayo has landed over and over again has been that straight left hand. He's really mastered that, hasn't he? And it hasn't taken him long to get his distance. But here we go. There goes the bell to signal the start of this second round.
So he's come out a bit stronger, hasn't he, this one?
Yeah. I think they've told him keep busy in that lead hand, set up that backhand. Good.
Good straight right hand to the body there from Mark Butler, the man from Brighton. Dhliwayo looks ever so focused.
See, he's not moving, is he? He's standing at the centre of the ring and he's taking it to him a bit. Firing back here. It's a good little fight.
Really good.
But he responds back brilliantly every time.
Like to see Dhliwayo changing up the levels there, body and head. Good flurry of punches to the body and then just sink one upstairs.
It's a good little test this, because when you come out and in your head you're boxing a journeyman, but then you get in the ring and you have someone that's standing there fainting, you're not going to be too eager to jump on top of him.
It's because it's Derek Chisora's nephew,
That's
isn't
it.
it? He wants to make a name for
occasion.
himself.
He said that he's got such vivid memories of being at Uncle Derek's fights over the years, you know, in the football stadiums and wherever else it's been, and being so young and looking at those big shiny belts. So it must be really special to be boxing on an undercard of this magnitude and being in arenas like this, and he's making the most of it. You can tell how much he loves it.
He's having a really good go. I can't believe it. He's
Yeah.
proper giving it.
Good shot combination there by Dhliwayo. Butler just covering up.
Good body shot. I'd like to see him gut at body a bit
Yeah.
more, because it's quite open when he's landing.
Keep him busy on that lead hand. He keeps at the start. He started very well, touching the body with it.
Bit of a Philly shell coming out there, I saw. That must be the American Buddy McGate showing him.
Good shot.
Really nice double jab. Followed it up with a straight left down there from Dhliwayo. All three of those shots got through nicely. Butler, he hasn't stopped throwing really, has he? I know he hasn't landed as many as Dhliwayo, but
He's really come. It's been a good fight so far.
A little bit low.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get back in his straights a bit more now.
That jab's
Good,
got, oh,
good.
good shot, that one.
See, keep that jab busy. Poking upstairs, downstairs.
But they're so tough, these journeymen. Every week they're fighting. Sometimes I think, how did they do it?
And when they've got 4 rounds, they know they've got 4 rounds, so
Yeah.
they're a lot more eager to have a go, or else if they do get hurt, they're very hard to get out of there.
absolutely, to do it week in, week out and be in there with top prospects over and over again, it's quite a job, isn't it?
Hungry Lions.
Massive. I was in an away corner for one of the other guys boxing, and when you see, you know, you don't really see it when you've been in the home fighters corners. When you see what they go through, and you just see when they come back and they compare cuts and bruises, and they're just worried about their next fight next week, and it's like they're just tough men.
It's a mad old sport, but we love it. That's why we're here.
Yeah, massive. I think they deserve so much respect for the sport.
What's it like sometimes when you're boxing these kind of journeymen? Is it frustrating sometimes? You think, like, I've hit him with a kitchen sink and everything else, and they're not going anywhere. You're thinking,
My last
what have
opponent,
I got to do?
honestly, my last opponent, I come back and I just said my hand is hurting. I said his head is hurting my hand. Just tough, but could not stir him. Just would not go
There's a
out.
bit of pressure as well, because you think they've lost that many times. You want to knock them out.
Exactly.
They're like, you go for that, and they'll
Yeah.
bag of tricks.
Yeah, a bag of tricks is a really good way of putting it, but Jermaine Dhliwayo straight out on the front foot in the southpaw stance there.
Good.
Busy with that lead hand, isn't he?
Yeah. You can see the corners telling him, look, keep it poking out, set that backhand up.
But what a good learning fight for him, though.
Really good. Good.
Well, one of the referees just getting the late side of Mark Butler. If you're just joining us, welcome along and welcome to the prelims. Live from ringside here at the Co-op Live. You're joined by myself, Darren Rees, Owen Lavin and Liam Cameron here on commentary. Delicious Ori. Queensberry's new heavyweight will be joining us a little bit later on as well. And we've got a conveyor belt of fights for you this evening, one after another, obviously finishing with the big one. Derek Chisora versus also Volin in the heavyweight division. And when is Derek Chisora not in a entertaining fight in recent times? But this is good work here from his nephew, Jermaine Dhliwayo, who is standing strong to try and hold that centre of the ring, and he's really putting his foot down and saying, this is mine and you're not having it.
I can't believe how well he's actually doing, but But you've got to think there's a lot of pressure on this kid.
There is.
A lot of pressure. Everyone's thinking Derek Chisora, this is his nephew. So he wants to perform, but it can make you worse. You've got to relax and just go up floor. You're your own person.
That's it. I think everyone keeps saying he's Derek's nephew. I suppose over his career he wants to come away from he's his own fighter now. He's not just Derek's nephew. He's here for a reason. So Derek's name has got him here. Now he's here to show us that he could stay here.
He's stepping it up now, though.
Yeah.
Definitely stepping it up. I think the guy's a bit tiring now.
Yeah, I'd like to see him keep going to the body for a while, yeah.
Out of his 4 fights, Dhliwayo, one of those has ended within the distance, and that was a fight which he had in Finland. He's just really keen to be busy, be active, get out there, learn, get that experience. And you can just tell he's just ever so slightly putting his foot on the pedal.
He's going a
as
bit
the seconds
sharper
go
as
by.
well.
Yeah, definitely.
Going a bit sharper.
I think he's reading the shots a lot better now as well.
Yeah. He might need 6 rounds, this guy.
The last 10 seconds of this penultimate round.
I do think Butler's been very good though as well. I think the last round were
good flurry of shots. Good flurry.
Good.
There's a 10-second clapper. There it is. Solid work here from Dhliwayo, and constantly a good response from Butler, which has made this entertaining viewing.
Really good fight. It's a really good fight.
It's been well matched, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big breath in the corner. Big breath.
But there you know, well, there you go. That's exactly what you've got to look forward to. There are plenty of all-action fights there, and I've got to say, if I'm just going to pick one of my favourites off of that running order there, I've got to say Jack Rafferty versus Reece McMillan. I reckon for as long as that lasts, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fiery fight. I can't see it going too many rounds. I think within 5 or 6 it's going to be over. I've actually, funny enough, sparred Jack before his last fight, a good while before the fight, but he's really strong. It's going to be a fiery fight.
Exactly, and Nathan Heaney will be on before the main event, and you know the sort of fan base which he's got and the amount of people he brings down. Those Stokies make some noise, don't they, Liam?
Can't wait to hear him, to be fair. I saw it on the internet. Delilah, they sing, and I can't wait to be a part of it in this arena.
Good southpaw stab to the body there from Dhliwayo. But I'll be right in saying, guys, that Dhliwayo's doing a really good job of throwing what he needs to, but getting out of there at the right time. He's not hanging around, is he?
Yeah.
A little bit more head movement, and what's coming to play.
Like to see him let his backhand go a little bit more, especially there at the likes when he's making a miss, just drop it in over. Good down to the body there.
Oh, tough lad, Butler is. Oh, that were a good
shot.
Good body.
He's a good shot there from Dhliwayo.
He's coming for the
goes
stoppage.
through the gears now.
He sunk a couple of those body ones in nicely.
Good.
I think
really
he'd be better in a 6-rounder.
Definitely.
Because he's coming into it more.
It's tough. 4 rounds against these tough journeymen is just, they're hard fights. Good shot.
Lovely straight left hand, straight down the middle there.
I'd like to see him follow up. I think he has hurt him a bit here.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I think he can get him out if he puts...
if he goes through the gears now.
Yeah.
There's a long time left in this round. A minute and 40 seconds.
He wants it as well. He wants the stoppage. You don't want the points win.
He's going to empty the tank.
Good.
It's that backhand, in it. It's unexpected. The angles there. His corner man's screaming at him to go forward and go around the sides. And he's listening.
Good.
Fair play to him, he's listening.
Dhliwayo stalking his man around the ring now.
Shot now.
Butler wants to hear the bell, you can tell. He's had his load now. He's trying to hold on.
Good. He looks good here.
Lovely body shot under the right elbow of Butler, that was.
This is all experience. If he would have come out like this in the second, it'd have been a completely...
blew a gasket.
Well, I tell you what, this has all changed really, isn't it? Because it's quite one-way traffic all of a sudden, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's hurt him now.
Little tricks, holding.
Butler's he's just trying to get through to the bell now.
Butler's corner man saying, get your feet under you.
Dhliwayo digging those toes into the canvas and just sinking in those shots. And just above our commentary position, you can hear the air coming out of Butler's lungs as he gets caught with those.
He's got a discreet the body shot. He's got to tap upstairs and bang one downstairs.
A really strong end to the round and a really strong end to the fight this for Dhliwayo. And I think he'll be gutted that he didn't get the get the job done necessarily within the distance, but solid performance, really tough opponent.
Well done to him though, brilliant.
Yeah, I think it was really good, especially when you bear in mind he's still very young. Butler's quite experienced, so as he gets older, he's going to get a lot more power in behind them shots.
Exactly, it's a good observation. You know, Dhliwayo is 23 years old. He's in there with a 31-year-old man who's in there within the 20s of fights and several rounds under his belt, and does what these guys do best and know exactly how to survive. You were just calling the shots, Liam, as he was doing the tricks, right? He's grabbing hold of him, he's doing this to him, because that's what they do week in, week out, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do. When you're trying to get them out of there, they've had that much beating, they know how to survive.
Yeah, definitely. But I like that he didn't come and just do that the whole fight. He did come to win for the first few rounds.
After 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Mark Lyson, scores this contest 40-36 for your winner. And still undefeated, Jermaine God's Plan Dhliwayo.